Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. When we left off last time, we went to the Pellar and we learned so many things. So, based on everything we know now, the Baron gets really drunk, loses his temper, and then he beats on his wife and his daughter, which makes it really gross when I'm thinking out earlier when he told us about, oh, the women mysteriously vanished. You know, Annie was just her being herself, quiet as a mouse. Yeah, quiet as a mouse because she's so cowed by her husband. But apparently Anna was pregnant, and he beat her into a miscarriage, and so the miscarried child became a botchling. So, the Pellar said that Anna and Tammy are just gone, and I assumed that to mean that they were dead, but maybe they're not. I've been thinking about this botchling. When we're gonna lift the curse if we can, because that's what I want to do. That would be the kindest thing to do to help the spirit of the thing find some kind of peace. But when we do, like it said, it can be like a almost a guardian spirit. But who's it going to guard? Surely not the Baron who caused it to be miscarried in the first place. But if Anna and Tammy are gone, if they're dead, then it seems like he's the only one left. So I don't know. And then I know that this game likes to give you things, well, not just the game, but the books too, where stories don't turn out quite as you were expecting. So it's odd to me that Anna was the one who was pregnant. She has a 19-year-old daughter, so it's not impossible, but it just seems less likely than Tammy being the one who was pregnant. But we're told that it was Anna. So maybe what we've seen thus far isn't necessarily true? I don't know. But at the moment, we do know that the Baron got rip-roaring drunk and he managed to set a barn on fire, the stable's on fire, and all of his people are too terrified of him to try and stop him and do something to fight the fire.
Geralt ran into an old friend.
Dandelion, catch up, man. We're doing a different... Oh, I forgot I wanted to talk to Keira, too.
Sirius seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it. With Keira
if they're just gone, maybe Keira, like, opened him a portal to go somewhere else entirely.
The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost, until Keira gave him a new lead. The crones of Crookback...
Okay, well, my save put me right here, about to go into this building, and I need to take care of it and battle this Baron. We're gonna fist fight him, but I gotta check with Keira, so we gotta do that real quick. Just in case, if she has something to say, anything she can contribute about this whole situation. I'm assuming the castle will wait. Hopefully. If not, then I guess we'll load. But I really want to know what she has to say. So... okay. And she is all the way over here. Yeah, just go from mid-caps. And she might not even have anything to say about it, but in case she does, I really just want to check. Alright, got a question for you. Where are you? There you are.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
Nope. Bummer.
See you, Keira.
Alright, so then there was no point going over here. Sorry to make that detour. Had to check. Alright, well then we want to get back to mid-cops. Yeah, it's gonna be the fastest way, I think. Yeah, I heard you, Drowner. Don't have time for that right now. Alright. Back to this battle with the Baron. And first, before the Baron too, we have to go through the stable again. Because even though I do want to save the horses, and that's important, it's most important to save the human. So we'll see if we can get Oswin out of there.
Aye, set the stable afire. We gotta put it out. I'll not go near there. Got a lot to live for still. Don't know who can calm him with Tammy gone.
Alright.
Don't calm him down.
We saw this.
Where's Oswin? Believe I saw him heading to the stable. What?
I'll help him.
Ain't that simple.
My brother's in the stable. We've got...
I'll do it.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Okay, so I'm feeling like... Up was still the right way to go. There we go. Up the ladder. No, I was hoping we could be fancy and like jump right up there. Okay, and let's get some art on.
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Okay. Open the doors! Good grief!
Horses!
Yep, we're letting them out. Okay, so that's Oswin there, right? Let's get all the horses. Oswin, can you let that horse out directly in front of you? Please? For some reason, this horse is just consigned to death. If I could open the freaking door. Yeah, I know. This... I'm trying! I don't understand why I can't get this door. Okay. Let's try that again. I could try Orca, but I really don't think it'll make a difference here because this isn't like an underwater hold your breath thing. It's a, you know, don't die from smoke inhalation thing, so. Alright, and we'll get a quick save at a more reasonable spot as well. I guess when it comes to the Baron, he got drunk and he set everything on fire and everyone's too scared of him to do anything about it. So that's pretty telling, and I think we have a pretty strong argument that he's not actually a good lord. He's not really good at taking care of his peasantry. When it comes to the deal about his wife and daughter, I do want to know his side of the story. Right now he's sounding like a total scumbag who beats on his family.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
But it's possible the Peller was wrong, so I don't know. I want to know what he has to say about it. I could try that door there. That might be the better way to go.
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Not there, not there. Or there. I'm wasting time. Got myself disoriented. Okay.
Over here! Can't get out!
Open.
Coming to get you.
Alright, who is over where and can't get out? Is it just the stable master? Is that the only guy yelling? What? Yeah, but why can't I rescue this freaking horse? Well, this one's still stuck. Dang it, I guess one horse dies. Wait, I get more breath over here? Okay, we got every single one, except for that one that insists on being miserable, because there's something broken about its door. Okay, I'm sorry, horse. I guess you die. I don't know what's going on with your door. I'm guessing the stable master is Oswin? We did what we could. We got most of them. Alright. And now we square off against you again.
Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Okay.
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Then tell me how it was, if that's not it.
You'll never learn.
Ooh. It is a right brawl. But we're doing way better this time. Probably because I'm blocking.
Time to end this.
There we go. So if that's not what it was, then you tell me how it was. Oh man, we beat him pretty solid.
We need to talk.
So, let's hear it. Give us your version.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
Just Anna?
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage.
Yeah, they said something about that.
She could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
'Cause she loves her mom.
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
It's pretty simple, guy. You beat on her mom. She loves her mom. And then what a gross situation. Tamara is the only one who can calm me when I fly into a rage, so I'm not responsible for myself. I'm not responsible for controlling my own temper. Oh no. It's all on Tammy. Like, she's the mystical, magical one. Like, what a thing to dump on her. Everyone else is too afraid to act. The girl... And I'm assuming it's been going on for years, so from being a child to being an adult, she's always had to shoulder this burden of her dad. So, Anna, who always knows how to spark your ire, huh? As if that's some kind of justification.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
Well, and apparently you did too, back to her.
For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not
I don't
today.
care how much of a harridan she was. It does not excuse beating her. If she was that terrible, cast her off or something. You don't beat her.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
But if he'd told us that,
Why didn't you tell me?
then we wouldn't have looked for him.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Couldn't control my wife and my daughter. The phrasing really says a lot to me about this guy. I do know how to find him, but I don't want to tell him that. They deserve to be free of him. And he did drive him out. I think that's what I'm gonna... I want to know what really happens and how it all came about. Like, what was the precipitating moment? What finally firmed the resolve? But no, more importantly, I think it's irking me, this whole couldn't control my wife and my daughter thing. All about control. You need to not control them. Maybe if you tried respecting them, loving them, anything other than trying to control them, to beat your wife into submission. No, they left because of your behavior.
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
Exactly.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Yeah, are they supposed to just stay here?
It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
No? I'm inclined to disagree, but fine. You tell me how it... I don't know, do I even give him a chance to explain? He beat his wife into a miscarriage. I've got no sympathy for the guy. Alright, I want to hear it though. What's your justification?
Alright, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it.
Well, she'd had enough.
I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head.
From the candlestick?
Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Sounds like the bottle had meant a lot to you before all of this as well. It's a key part of your problems. Know what that's like, to suddenly have your woman and your kid gone? Yeah, but not because of my fault. This guy... So either she fell and the fall caused her to lose the baby, or maybe he beat her more in everything that he can't remember. No sympathy for him. Well, what about the signs of fighting in the room is... Yeah. He grappled with her, they struggled. She must have whopped him a good one with the candlestick. Yeah, where was Tamara in all this?
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently.
Not a shame at all. Not her responsibility.
Her always calmed me.
No, oh, that's so disgusting. It's not her... It's just too great a burden to put on your kid. I'm a piece of crap, abusive monster. Except for you. You're the only one who allows me to control myself. Like, it's all her fault. Even now, he's not taking responsibility. Might have been different if she'd stopped in. Like, somehow it's her fault for not being there to calm him down. That's so much garbage.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Yep.
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head.
Good for her.
I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Alright. I will lift the curse on the botchling, for the botchling's sake. You will tell me about Ciri, and then I'm done with you. Wherever they went, they're better off without you.
What happened next?
Next? It only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried.
Okay, so it really was Anna who was pregnant, yep.
My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it.
She left the baby there for him to see.
A tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets. Dead. And it was my doing.
That's a really hard thing? Oof. I don't know. In a way, though, I almost admire her. Like, that's a hard, cold thing to do. What a way to drive it home. To leave it there where you know he's gonna see. You did this. I think I'd have trouble because, you know, I'd wanna try to do something right by it, but man, I mean, that's a pretty solid parting message. Oof. Oof. I'm sure it was a terrible sight, but I don't want to offer this guy sympathy, so...
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it.
It was to protect her from him.
What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was
I
dead.
do understand. You don't really care about your wife, but you care about your children. So, a second apple of your eye died. You care about that more than the fact that you beat the woman you supposedly love. No, I don't feel your pain. Because you brought this all on yourself, buddy.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
No.
What?
Leave him alone, Geralt.
How?
They're better off without this guy.
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
I want to be mean with him. I want to be short with him. But we've been pretty rough already. We can explain.
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
So it's gonna come for you, buddy.
How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
Horrible.
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already.
It has.
Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
I will, but not for you. I will do it for the child. I almost want to, just to dig at this guy some more, but no, because, no, for the sake of the child does deserve peace. So, where'd you bury it?
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
That look on his face. What? You serious? Alright. We need to do this. It's distasteful working with this guy. I have no sympathy, and I'm afraid that Geralt still intends to find his wife and daughter, and I think we need to leave them just well alone. But I want to resolve the thing for this poor botchling, so very well, let's do it.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Well, how else are you going to do it?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Well, okay, I guess it'll climb out of the grave on its own, but you need to dig the new grave.
A bit further. Follow me.
Very well. Don't give me that. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Also, because I have wanted to look at this and haven't got to it yet. Let's revisit Botchling's, the cursed one, right? Nope. Ulfheden. Oh, is this the one Ciri fought? What's that? Some kind of fish? Ulfheden are a breed of werewolf found mainly in Skellige. The harsh and barren conditions of the Isles might explain why they primarily hunt men and are stronger than their continental brethren. Older and particularly dangerous Ulfheden are called Vorfs. Only a few daring warriors in all of Skellige history have managed to defeat an Ulfheden, and each of them is commemorated in ballads as a hero to this day. Like werewolves, Ulfheden and Vorfs are active at night, particularly when the moon is at its fullest. Fast, strong, and amazingly resilient, these creatures kill with disturbing ease. Silver blades should be brought against them, as should Devil's Puffball. Take note that when near death, an Ulfheden becomes particularly dangerous and will attack with doubled fury, while calling on wolves to come to its rescue. Well, okay, but we want... I don't think it was a necrophage. It's a specter? Maybe it is a necro. Where are you, botchling? Right there, if I pay attention. Good grief. Okay. Cursed oil and... Xi. Right. I have a feeling we're gonna have to fight it, at least for a bit. I have cursed oil, don't I? Yes, I do. First time we use it. Okay. Alright then.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Fair question.
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
So, come up with one. I do kind of understand the Baron's thought on that one, like...
Here's the spot.
Why would we give her a name? She was never even alive that I saw, you know?
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
I don't know that you
Good.
realize the extent of it, though.
The grave's dug up. And empty.
That means it's out and wandering.
What's that mean?
Botchling.
Botchling's on the prowl.
So keep an eye out, because she's going to go for you if she can.
Look!
Yep, there she is. What a horrible thing, oh my goodness. Turn it into a lubberkin.
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Well, I mean, you
Keep
kind of deserve
screaming
it.
and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic.
Come on.
Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
This is your daughter. You made it this way. Man up and do something about it.
Merciful gods.
Name her. Do right by her.
Back to the fortress.
What? with this?
Yeah, you got a barrier under the...
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck. Bloody hell, not now.
I know, this is not a good time to talk. I want to loot that stuff, but he's on the move, and I want to be near in case I got an Axi or something. XCI. Axi. I don't know why I have trouble with that word. This is... What a sad quest. But at least he's doing the right thing here. He's reluctant about it, but he is doing it, so... I don't think this really begins to atone for everything that... all the pain he wrought, but...
Hungry specters. Botchling's scent attracted them.
What, they want to eat it? Okay, you're in.
Do something!
Okay, okay. Focus. Okay.
Pissed, take me! It's thriving something fierce! Can't hold it! Calm it somehow!
Got it.
Oh. Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
We gotta bury it.
Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Oh. Nope. It's more spirits again. Okay.
More coming. Need to hurry.
Yeah, and let's also, since we're not gonna fight this thing after all.
On with it.
Right. Back up. Over here.
What now, you piece of filth?
Squirming again? It worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
What do you want to name her? You could name her after Anna. I suppose that would be something.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers
It's
of
chewing on
earth
its foot.
and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
I do appreciate about this quest. Aww. Sad Geralt. That so much of it, you know, the Baron really does have to do himself. He has to carry it up there.
What now?
He has to come up with the name. He has to bury it.
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin.
You know.
I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the
Good.
question.
No, it's a good choice.
That's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
True.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
If it doesn't hurt anything,
no
let him
buts.
wait.
Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
I mean, if it sounds like he's an alcoholic, and I have sympathy for that. I do. But I don't have sympathy for someone who beats his wife. I feel really bad for Dea here. I mean, he did things, he did what he needed to do for an attempt at atonement. That's something, but I don't think this is nearly enough to repay the years that his family has suffered, you know? How much did Anna and Tamara put up with till they reached this breaking point? So, I still think that they shouldn't come back to him. I think he should live on alone.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
So even as a lubberkin, she looks pretty disturbing, huh? Oh man, and she is fast. Okay, we will talk to these ladies, but I don't want them to go back to him. So, we'll see what kind of conversation options we have. Yeah, I know. That's got to be a bit of a terrifying thing.
Fuck. If it don't stop raining, my arse will rot on.
Monstrous ghost baby just blasting through town. Fearsome wisher running behind it. Gotta be a bit disturbing. These guys aren't phased. Drowners, nobody's got time for you. Dea, can you hold on? Oh, you psyched me out. Or is this it? This is it? Okay.
Ugh, sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
Alright. We found this before. And there, yeah, there's all the ladies' clothes behind. Just left out there in the field. Okay, so there's gotta be a different way in if I pay attention.
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse.
Alright, and what's this?
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse.
Okay, let's look at the clothes.
Clothing. They change in here?
What'd they change into? Alright, what else we got? Anything up top? No, not really. Okay. Aha.
A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
Right.
Wants to show me something more.
Where to next? So, they hid up here for a while.
Ugly bastard.
Androgas, no one's got time for you either. Just keep going, ghost baby. I'm on your trail. We don't have to worry about these monsters. Boy, she's just taking me right through all the most wonderful things.
Necrophage has had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
Oh, they're horses. Oh, oh. Where'd you come from? Oh, back up. Thought it needed another hit. Does not. Good grief. And there's, yeah, another one. Two. Oof.
Should examine that horse carcass.
We will. We will. We got a lot of loot to get first. There's one more. Alright. Tell me about it.
What do we have here? Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Bones have been here a while. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse?
Head severed.
Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
Werewolf?
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Good thing we have Dea to lead us. She tends to lead us right into monsters, though, doesn't she? Just keep going. We have to stop for the wolves. I guess we'll stop for the wolves a minute. They are my favorite source of meat. Also, I kind of need to meditate. I'm out of swallow, but we'll wait. Hopefully we don't have to battle anything. Here, you say? This is near... Is that the troll bridge? Yeah, it is.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Good evening. Didn't mean to startle you, children.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy?
Quiet, boy.
Well, you gotta say something now. He gave it away. Well, I mean, we could ask for a description to verify, but, I mean, the lubberkin guided us right here, so tell me.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
I don't...
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's...
Yeah, we're not intending to hurt
Because
her.
I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford.
Oh.
But Mrs. Anna, that's another type.
What do you mean?
Though anywhere's better than to crow's perch with a baron.
Oh, I'm with you on that count.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for the stop.
This is a good man here. Yeah, I'm totally with you, Guy. I don't think she should go back to the Baron either.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
I want to know all of this.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it.
These are good
Me,
people.
Myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
She died? Alright, I want to know what happened next. Tell me about the marks.
What marks?
They's, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
So, something weird going on. Alright, continue the tale.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar.
The beast we saw.
Broke out in a
we
cold
saw the
sweat.
evidence
And
of.
before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for
Horns,
eyes.
not a werewolf then.
I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Alright, alright. Well, I think that you did good. You are A1 first class people. You guys are great. Thank you so much for helping Tamara as best you could, and I will see if I can figure out what happened to Anna.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, he's got fancy pants too.
She'll be alright in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Yeah, it's a good answer. But yeah, look at this guy's pants. Remember our fisherman's pants that I was so concerned about? Like, where do you get pants like that? I guess the peasantry really just does have fancy pants like that. Alright, good job, Dea.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
What, we don't want her to lead us to Mama? Talk to the Baron. But I want to find her mom first. And I could find Tamara. Ooh, in Oxenfurt, which we have been to, so we could get to, again, very easily. This isn't where I meant to go. I meant to go to the quest. No, that was there. It was the main one. So, talk to the Baron or find Tamara. I think I want to find Tamara, just to talk to her. Do not want to convince her to come back here. Why can't we track down Anna? I really want to find out where Anna is in all this. That's frustrating. Alright. Well, if we go to Tamara, and I do want to do that, it's going to be my fastest. Did I go to this little town? It seems like it should have a sign, right? There's enough houses there for one. Maybe. Or I could just go over here, and then we get a new notice board, and there should be a sign there, I'm guessing. Let's do that, and then we'll go to Oxenfurt from there. Yeah, I don't want to talk to Baron right now. I think it's more important to track down Tamara. Look at that sky! Beautiful. I want to find Anna, because if something happened and she is dead or something, then maybe, like, she and Dea can be reunited in spirit or something? I want to try and salvage some sort of Lindenvale, some sort of happy ending out of all this, you know? Okay, this is worth checking out, but I should probably do it during the daytime, and right now I want to stay focused. Ah. Alright, we will check that out eventually. Let's not get distracted right now. We're focusing. Alright. Where are you in all this, Miss Tamara? Over here. Possibly in this building. I think she's in this building.
You'll choke to death.
Ah, here we go.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
I'm not looking to make her go back.
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
He's gonna warn her and she's gonna run. Aw, hey kitty. Go for it, Geralt. Will this cat let you pet it?
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you...
Basically, but...
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
I understand your anger.
We've nothing more to talk about.
I don't blame you, at all. Father's worried about you. What a scumbag thing to say, given all the history.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Yep.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Not for him.
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, Now you found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Fair. I think that is absolutely the right decision. I want to know both of these. Okay, can I hear from you? Not that it's my business, but I'm curious.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally, we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
I think it was the right decision. I mean, does it matter? It's either because of the fall or because he beat the baby out of her, but either way, it's his fault. So, more importantly, what happened to her, because I would really like to find her.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
That's what I would like to find out. She has very lovely green eyes. Okay, let's try this.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
Geralt, you do mean to pry.
He shoved her. She fell. That's how it started. We were alone. No one to help. Blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the charge. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
No, think of the life it'd have.
Cut open her gut, then bear another child from his seed.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
I'd be willing to help. What about your father? What about him?
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire?
Yes.
A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
They might kill your mom if they
Hence
decide
the
she's a witch.
In your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks for the thought.
Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned.
Yeah. If your faith is important to you, then take comfort and solace in it, but just be careful, because there's a lot of zealots there in the eternal fire, you know? Alright, I guess we ask, but I'd fully support her in saying she's done with him.
What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Are you a witch hunter? Well, the Baron is desperate, but...
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden. Witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Seen you around.
Rings a bell.
If the bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in
Settle down, dude. I wasn't planning on bringing her back.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank
Not needed.
So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Alright, very well.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher.
Are you sick or something?
I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
Shows what you know.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples.
So then.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
Alright. I wish you well, kiddo. I do. You're very fixated on this cat, Geralt. Nibbles! Oh! It's got a name. It's adorable. Nibbles, you're wonderful. Alright. So now we're just going to need to go back and talk to the Baron, which will be quite a conversation. Alright. Now I meant to mark it. So then, I think I'll go ahead and wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back, and next time, off screen I'm just going to stop by the armorer, keep my armor repaired. I like to do that. And I will meet you, I'll fast travel back to Crow's Nest. So I'll meet you in Crow's Nest, and we will start off by checking in with our Baron, letting him know, yeah, your daughter's alive, don't know about your wife, your daughter's not coming back to see you, buddy, and I fully support her in that decision. So, tell me about Ciri. We did plenty of stuff for him. More than enough, I would say, for him to let us know what he knows about Ciri.